Nighttime skies above over the home of the Twins, Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the San Francisco Giants and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Number 37.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. And we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Batting second.
Settling in now, Hyun-Soo Kim. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Whit Merrifield next to hit. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Heading out towards shallow right. Rosario is there. And that's the third out. Digging in, Jay Hahn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Jay Hahn.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Well, Matt, you talk about an uphill battle and bad timing. You're playing poorly, and you turn around on the schedule, and look who you're facing. You're facing their best pitcher. You're facing the ace. It's going to take a full team effort, and you're going to need a little luck in this one to win it.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
To short, hit hard. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting second,
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the 330 mark on the season. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
batting third.
Now batting, Nelson Cruz. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Pitch on the way. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
I like that curveball right there. You know he's setting fastball. He wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard, and you drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hard on the ground towards short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Into the box, Eddie Rosario. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the 310 plateau. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Kim's there for it. And that ends the inning. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Squared that one up just a little late. High in the air out to center field. Buxton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Now at the plate, Brandon Belt, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Buxton going back on it, and it's gone. Stepping in, Buster Posey. Right at $2.30 with the batting average coming into this one, so it's mostly been a struggle for him. Now a swing and a ground ball. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
The right fielder, number 8.
Here comes the first
Hunter
pitch.
Pence.
Hunter Pence is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and that's going to be a base hit for Pence. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. Stepping up now, Chris Shaw.
The designated hitter, Chris
Ready with the
Shaw.
first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kepler's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So stepping in, C.J. Cron. He brings an average in the 260s into this one.
C.J. Cron.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Counts 1-0.
And that one stayed too low apparently.
No.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Here's Jonathan Scope now. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And the pitch. Ball 2. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in, Mitch Garner. He comes in hitting in the 370s for the season. Clearly always a threat with the bat. Shoots this one over to first. And that is through into right field for a single. Digging in now, Logan Forsythe. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There is Crawford, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Ready for another chance? Alan Hansen. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
Alan Hansen.
Grounded back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
The left fielder, number 31.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Comes set with the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kepler has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Whit Merrifield. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
Got him to go down swinging there. Whit Merrifield is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Ready with the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a half-hearted swing there. Stepping up to the plate, Byron Buxton. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Byron Buxton.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count. And really, he can go anywhere he wants now.
Merrifield has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jay Hahn. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here it comes on 1-1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Three and 1. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And a changeup right down the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Skied into straightaway right. Pence has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track. Striding in once again, Brandon Crawford comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Brandon Crawford.
He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down a leadoff single for Crawford. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brandon Belt, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now here's a swing by Belt, and he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field and out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Here's Buster Posey now. He's 0 for 1 thus far, and that misses inside. 1-0. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
How about it? Right fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded to third. Forsythe is there. throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again.
Designated hitter,
Chris Shaw. 0 for
Shaw.
1 for him here in this one. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Buxton. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Nelson Cruz. He
Leading off the
singled his
fourth for the
last time
Twins,
up.
Designated hitter, number 27.
And this is low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Right fielder number
Ready
20.
now, Eddie Rosario. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Merrifield moves over. 2 down.
The batter,
At the plate,
first
C.J.
baseman.
Cron. He's 0 for
C.J.
1 after
Cron.
grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the pitch. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Here's Jonathan Scope now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Oh,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Throw into second. Crone rounds third and is digging for the plate. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. Now in the box, Mitch Garner.
Mitch Garner.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a flare out toward right center. Hanson ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it. Alan Hansen the next to bat.
Leading off
He's
for the
1 for
Giants,
2 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Alan Hansen.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Buxton is in pursuit. He's got it 1 away.
The left fielder,
And that'll
number
bring up the
31.
left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. And there's ball 1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Lined into left field, a base hit. Whit Merrifield next to hit. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Rosario is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready once again, Evan Longoria. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And Scope will settle under it to make the play, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Logan Forsythe. Side comes into this at bat. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Into the windup and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Merrifield has it in his tracks. 1 out. Here's Byron Buxton now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to third. Taken in by Longoria. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth.
The batter, number 1.
Into the box now. Jay Hahn. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pence has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Shortstop, Brandon.
Here it comes.
Crawford.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw a swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone, because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
He throws him on the fastball there. Brandon Crawford goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Buster Posey. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Swung on and missed for the first strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. Hard hit towards center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So Hunter Pence will get a chance this inning following the 2-out hit. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. In the dirt. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Kim arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Up next for Minnesota.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Hit back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. And he pops it up back behind second base. Crawford is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hunter Pence. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Number 8, Hunter.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Striding in once again, Chris Shaw. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Ready for another chance? Alan Henson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
A little bit outside. 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And another foul ball. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Hit down the line at first. Crone has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. Here's C.J. Crone now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
First baseman, C.J.
First delivery to him on the way. Drilled on the ground to short. Crawford's got it. And he's set down 1 away. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jonathan Scope. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
Throw gets him, 2 down. So striding in, Mitch Garner. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Forsythe is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Digging in once again, Whit Merrifield. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Hit hard to short. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. So a runner at first now.
Third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Just keeping him close. From the stretch, runner goes on. He pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Scope will look this one in, and there are 2 away now. And a good save at first on the offline throw, so they just get to 1.
The batter, number 35.
Digging in to try it again, Brandon Crawford. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A pitch out, the throw, and they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk. Here's first baseman Brandon Belt. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
And this will find the wall down near the 328 sign. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game. Digging in and looking for more, Buster Posey. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out.
A swing and a miss. That retires. So stepping in, Logan Forsythe. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Logan Forsythe.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. Now at the plate, Byron Buxton. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Byron Buxton.
On the ground for Crawford. This could be 2. He's got it. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Now at the plate, Jay
number
Hahn.
1, shortstop, Jay Hahn.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners. So
meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Here's the 2-0. In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Yeah, the hitter probably doesn't like that call, but the guy on the mound, he's hit that spot all game. He earned it.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Oh, and he botches it. And the runner from second is in to score, and he'll pull into second with 1 away. Standing in as the potential tying run, Max Kepler, but a single here. Johnny Cueto. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat. Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Lifted into center field. Merrifield has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. Here's Nelson Cruz now, and as he bats, he represents the potential tying run. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Up next for the Giants.
At the plate, Chris
Designated
Shaw.
hitter,
No hits
Chris
in 3 tries so
Shaw.
far. He's
Your
struck out
attention,
once.
Now
Gabriel
pitching for the
Moya
Twins,
takes the ball here as he'll
number
enter
19,
with a runner at first
Gabriel
and nobody out.
Moya.
First pitch hacking here. And that's the first strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup in his head, the rest of the at-bat.
To second for 1. Digging in, Alan Henson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Stepping in, Hyun-Soo Kim. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Stepping up now, Eddie Rosario. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Right fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Shoots this one over to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Here's C.J. Cron now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 0-1 on its way. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. On to Belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Oh, and Longoria can't handle it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Mitch
Stepping up to the plate, Mitch Garner. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Inside and low, 2-1.
Hey, watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
And that's cut on and missed. So now the Twins are down to their final strike here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk it, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Logan Forsythe.
Tyler Austin will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 26.
Will Smith takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the
number 13, Will Smith.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Merrifield going back. Ball game. And this man right here certainly did his part here this evening.
hey, when you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game. And that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
Final line score for a ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Giants, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field.